Welcome to the Unfiltered Doll, baby, where we do a little bit of cussing around here. So your parental advisory has been advised. Also, baby, listen, we may have some bad opinions and whatever it is that you're going through. If you feel triggered, baby, just remember we're not talking about you. We're talking about the people on the screen. Hello, hello, hello. Happy Wednesday. Wait, what is it? Is it Wednesday? Whatever it is. Hey, how you doing? Welcome on in. Good morning to you all. I hope you are looking good, feeling good, and smelling good. This is a pre-recorded. No, I'm just kidding. We are live. Hey, y'all, let me see who's up in here. Let me see if y'all can hear me. I'm waiting to see if somebody can confirm the audio. Let me know. I'm sorry. This is the only time I'm able to go live, which is early in the morning. Early in the morning, honey. Oh my goodness. I'm just waiting for confirmation that you can actually hear me before I start rambling and carrying on. Perfect. Thank you, Elsid, for confirming. Let's see who was in here first. Black but not bitter. Hey, baby doll, I see you were here first. Elsid, only me 23. Jackson Tabasco said, I made it. Husband, Jet Black Straight. Busy B, Butterfly 23, Petty Patty, don't get mad, I'm gonna speak to the people. Sassy Sue, obsessed with the mess. Monique Love, us as in we seniors need love too. Secret B, Sweet, Diddy's Baby Oil, now featuring Astroglide. Sheila M, She, Petty Patty. SC Diva 803. Mimi 55. Hey y'all, how y'all doing? How's everybody doing? I'm so tired of Diddy's Baby Oil now featuring Astroglide. Now you know that's messy. How's everybody doing? How are you feeling? You know what? Do we have any content to discuss today? Is the question. I didn't hit that. Obsessed with the mess. Welcome on in, baby. Did I say hi to you? I think I did, but just in case I didn't, you're going to get two of them. You know, you're going to get two. Yes, you are. If I missed anybody, baby, I tried my best. I did. Let me see how long this one video is to see if I can upload it. Give me a second, y'all. I believe it's a little too long, so we might just have to do that another time. Let me see here. After we removed all the profanity. What was it? What had happened? Where's she at? Oh no, it's oh no, we might be able to it's 10 minutes. So let me see if I can upload something real quick so I can get y'all opinion on it. There's so much going on and I haven't really been able to talk about it because you know, we haven't really been live, and some things you can do a pre-recorded video on it, but I just would rather do my pre-recorded stuff on Nesto. Yes. Hello, Kat. Welcome on in, baby. How are you? I'm still asking what I haven't been over to the 304 community. I believe they're probably still talking about the same things Els said, you know, the electrolytes and the Gatorades and the Pedialyte along with the witch hazel in your cracks and crevices and things like that. I don't believe they're, you know, talking about anything else. Pretty much how not, you know, don't be out here stinking and how to keep yourself moisturized and hydrated in all the right areas. I don't think they really have anything else to discuss over there. What to do to make your perfume last longer, you know, things like that. There was a 304 who had over 100 men and she's in a hospital now. I bet you she is. That's a mouthful. That's definitely a mouthful. Hey, Miss CLC, how are you? A girl has no screen name. Welcome on in. Yes, Diddy Baby Oil, you're in here mighty early after celebrating your birthday yesterday. I hope you had fun. Do we have any birthday people today? Do we have any birthday people today? Is what I would like to know. I'm trying to see if I can get this video uploaded because I want to give y'all, I want to be able to talk about something. So let me see if it's going to allow me to pull her over or not. Let's see here. There's so much going on. We definitely, we do not have the favorite one. Hey, baby, welcome on in. As far as catching up on all of the phone calls that were dropped and all of that, I did do file must be a 3. God damn it. I did all of that via the short form commentary. So we are caught up. We're not caught up in a sense of listening to the calls verbatim, but the short form commentary did cover, the main points so far. So I consider the Dollhouse to be caught up. Oh, you were a trollop over the weekend. You were good. Oh, you're still recovering. I know that's right, baby. You did something a little strange for a piece of change. Sounds like a good time to me. All right. Yes, it does. Let me go on in here and get this video, you guys, so I got to change the, a doll sent this to me weeks ago, but I need to change it to an MP. Let me change it over to see if it'll actually upload to my StreamYard here. But yeah, she sent this to me weeks ago, but there was so much cussing. I had to find an app to censor some of those curse words. Ms. Lorraine, yes, baby, we are live. Miss HLS, hello. Yes, we are. Now, not for long. 8 o'clock, I got to go. You're in the office today. I'm so sorry for you, El Cid. I don't know what I would do if they told me, CW, welcome on in, if they told me I had to go back into the office. StreamYard, about showing these comments on the stage, I hate to be a poor sport and not a team player, but it sucks. You all need to disable that option and try again. Can't nobody see these damn comments on the stage. StreamYard, I would like to speak to the president of the country. Can't nobody see this. Can y'all see your comments on the screen? I bet you can. And if you can see them, send me an email and let me know what kind of glasses you wear. What's your prescription? Give me the details. We got some West Coast people up in here. I love that. Obsessed with the mess, Ms. Lorraine. Yeah, honey, they're hours behind the East Coast. They're up in here. Yes, they are. Okay, so let me go back to my stream. Give me a second, y'all. My stomach is hurting a little bit. Yes, it is, honey. My stomach is, wow, that file was a bit too large. Kiss my tail. Well, I tried, y'all. Anyway. Oh, so what's been going on? Oh, my stomach. What is going on, baby? You think it's my back? Oh, so let's take the background off. My God, on today, my stomach has just decided it just took a turn for the worse. We might not be talking about nothing. Hold on, let me see. So you're telling me you could see that, Patty? Or you on, you know what? So when you widescreen StreamYard, you can see the comments. And I think that, oh, thank you, Miss HLS. Let me go grab I gotta walk away. Let me go get a ginger. Give me a second, y'all. Okay, I'm back. I went and got me I had some hard candy ginger. So I am, honey, if my mouth sounds a little wet, don't even worry about it. Oh, I just had eggs, biscuit, and a salmon. Ooh, girl, that sounds good, El said. Only me 23. Did I say hi to you, baby? Honey, it's a blackout. Let's get our honey. They're gonna say we ain't got no furniture. Let me get my furniture back in here, honey. They're gonna try to say we ain't got no damn furniture. Okay, don't let the people spread rumors. It's a lie. We got furniture. Yes, we do. All right, so I do got my ginger. Yes, I do. My ginger is in my mouth, and if you hear me slobbering a little bit, I do apologize. Okay, but my tummy was like aching. So, honey, let me come in here and gossip with y'all real quick. Now, y'all know I try not to do too much with Sister Sylvia, but y'all know she's down there in the New York. Look at how quick I can get messy. Listen, so y'all know I be over at Sylvia's house. Well, I'm in New York with Sylvia and quite a few more, right? You know, they're doing the whole Diddy trial. It is so ghetto outside of the courthouse. It is so let me repeat. It is so ghetto outside of them people's courthouse down there in New York. We got another West Coast. Hey, the Honorable Lake Jury. How you doing, baby? No, because I'm not at her house. I'm just with her. Okay, and a few more people that I would never subscribe to. I'm subscribed to some of them because I'm just trying to keep up with the mess because, honey, there's a lot going on. The content creators, YouTube media, the girls and boys are fighting, okay? And I'm sorry because this piece of candy is going to be a lot. I don't know why Sylvia is not taking advantage of the content that she can collect outside of that New York courthouse. Like she'll go live, but she's just not doing what she needs to do. Now, Dana J has hit New York as of yesterday. He ain't been there for 5 minutes. And this man has had his camera with Armand Wiggins. He done got Odie, all the people, all of the loud people. Yes, that's Donat. Now, brother Donat is a special one. We'll get on him. Or is it Donut? I'll talk about him in a second, Patty. Dana J is down there networking, okay? I don't think maybe he's not clocking Sylvia. Maybe he's just there to get his content. I don't know. But when I say he's been networking, he's been networking. Now, if you are familiar with Armand Wiggins is, you know, it depends, you know, when you catch him. He was very nice. What is my son talking about? Hold on, y'all. Y'all know I got these children. He was very nice to Dana J. He was willing to give an interview. And baby, Dana J was out there working that camera. Hey, NPR nerd 73, it's too damn early. Is it? I'm so sorry. Where do you live at on the West Coast? We over here on the East Coast, baby. Some of us are on the bus, on the train, on our way to work. Yes, we are. So Sylvia was clocking the girls yesterday, letting them know that she has a press pass. Okay. And she took her camera and zoomed over into the regular line and was like, they don't have a press pass. And she zooms her camera in to Dennis and Tisa Tells. Now, Tisa Tells is a popular YouTuber, and anytime Tisa hits that live button, baby, it's nothing for her to get, you know, a quick 12K people watching. So Tisa K, Dennis, they're in front of the general public line. Now, from what I understand, they say that 14 people from the public and 21 people from the press can get inside of the main courtroom, and whatever the amount is for everyone else, they go into the overflow. We got Ratchet TV, which I was not familiar with him until I started being nosy. He's, you know, he gets the views as well. She's standing next to Ratchet TV, so they're talking to one another. And the way Sylvia likes to introduce herself, I'm the one that covered the YSL trial for however many years that trial went on for. That's how, and he's like, oh yeah, I did see you before. So, you know, she's talking to Ratchet TV. Then I jump over to Dana J's live, and he's talking to Uda, which is another person down there in New York that's known for, I guess, content when it comes to certain topics. And Dana J is confirming, well, what is the press pass? How do you get a press pass? And basically, you go to the city to get a press pass. It's not something that the court gives you, and it's free. But there's really no difference than, you have a press pass and you have the general public. Both people are still going to the same place. I guess the only difference is 21 of y'all with the press pass can get into that main courtroom, and 14 of the other ones that don't have it can get into the courtroom. You're all going to the same place. And what's so crazy is when she said they don't have a press pass and zoomed in on Dennis and Tisa, they were the first ones in line and you were behind them. So regardless if you had your press pass or not, for you to even be like cute and sassy and zooming in your camera, talking mess, they still got in before you, sis. I think this is what I can only assume, but they were ahead of you in the line, but you all went to the same place. Okay. You all went to the not a fish-eyed fool. Not the fish-eyed fool. I'm not here, baby. Listen. Jet Black said, Batista is in that courtroom every day getting all of it. Now, everybody may not agree with how Tisa does her content, but girlfriend is kicking out 6 figures. And now I'm not talking about her coin. I'm talking about 6 figures in views, okay? She's going to easily get 100K views or more down there at that Diddy's courthouse. Okay. So it's just really the truth. Okay. Now, Donat. That is Donat, brother Donat, or is it Donat? Baby, I'm probably saying it wrong. TB21. He was he was on Sylvia's live yesterday, and she asked him. Now, I think Donat was already in a bad mood because there's a lot going on. Like I said, over the weekend, there was a picture that went, not Nesto's zippered leather mask. I am cracking up. There was a picture that was going around with Black media, and it was Armand Wiggins, Make It Make Sense, people from the Shade Room, The Essence, and I forgot whom else. Now, Donat and Armand Wiggins, they don't get along, okay? And Donat likes to speak his mind, all right? Some people will say he's a troublemaker. That's whoever's opinion, right? But I like Donat because I love the way he speaks. He's easy on the eyes. Donat is easy on the eyes. He is. And, sometimes he's just not in a good mood. So Donat is the one. If you are covering this trial, if you hear somebody very loud asking the hard questions, that would be Donat. Yesterday, he told Sister Janice Combs, "You are so fine, I want to drink your bath water," which is gross, but that's what he had said to Sister Janice Combs when she was coming out of the courtroom. So you can usually hear his audio and him asking the hard questions when the people are coming out of the courtroom. Okay. Sylvia decided to talk to him yesterday. And baby, he was nice at first, but then when she asked him what did he think about Capricorn Clark, he basically said, "Well, what did you think? We were both in there. You're just trying to use me for content." I said, "Oh." Yes, Jet Black. That is the perfect. I don't want to necessarily. It's almost like it's an act with Donat. Like I don't know if he's a troll or if he just doesn't give a damn. He doesn't. That was Donat. Jet Black. That's Donat. Donut. That's who we're talking about, Jet Black. This is what I'm trying to tell y'all. He was acting up yesterday. Okay, this is how you spell his name. Everybody is not going to care for his type of content. I'm letting you know that right now. Okay, he is a little, he can get messy, but it just depends on what kind of mood he's in. Sometimes he'll code switch, so you'll get the cool bro with him, and then other times he's just, baby, he's just doing what he wants to do out there. But if you did see all of the drama with Tisa Tells, that was him that Tisa Tells was going back and forth with. Now, I will be honest with you. Gene Dill, if you are all familiar with Gene Dill, that was P. Diddy's former security. He's out here. He's been doing his tell all. But a lot of people feel like Gene was guilty because just like his other security guards, y'all sat back and you watched all of him, you watched him abuse and carry on, right? But that's neither here nor there. Tisa and Gene Dills. Now, Gene Dill, he has been on Tisa's channel before. She did interview him before, and I forgot what it was for or what it was about. That was just me doing a little bit of scrolling and research. But when Gene sees, listen, anytime Tisa comes around, he lights up. Tisa's a pretty girl. So anytime, do not. So his name is pronounced, thank you, Queen Black, do not. So anytime Tisa gets around Gene does soften up, and he's, he's a little like, oh, okay, hey, Tisa. Well, last week when Do Not was asking Gene Dill the hard questions, and Gene kind of did a lightweight threat, like letting them know, hey, now play with somebody else. Tisa did come and hurried up, and she grabbed him in the middle of Do Not trying to get his content. And I actually seen that, but Do Not, he didn't trip. He still said, he gives Tisa her props and all of the things. He didn't trip. He didn't say anything. Yesterday, he returned the favor. So while she was on the steps, talking to Gene, he made the decision to do the same thing. And it just didn't go too well. So he, said that Tisa Tells was rude. Other people were saying, no, you were rude. We were on Tisa's live and we seen what happened. And like he said, I paid it dust when she did it to me last week. So this week, I'm trying to get my content, and I did what I did. So it was just getting so messy yesterday. So we have Do Not and Ratchet TV. Do Not feels like Ratchet TV has no business being there because he is a Diddy, and he got too much of his own things going on. So he's been playing this content with a woman telling her story about everything that she's been through with Ratchet TV, which is a lot. I don't know if it's true or false. Do Not said today he should be passing out pictures of Ratchet TV, letting everybody know that he's no different than Diddy. I don't know if this stuff is true or not. Okay. So, child, it's just been messy. Now today, let's get back to Sylvia, because y'all probably don't know half these damn people I'm talking about if you're not, if you don't follow certain storylines that are covered on YouTube. So Sylvia is upset and sad because she feels like YouTube is not pushing her content and they're pushing everybody else's content. And I do hear people talk about that often when it comes to the algorithm and YouTube doing a shadow ban and all of the things. If I can be honest, if she's you can't compare your numbers to a Tisa Tells or a Armand Wiggins or a Make It Make Sense or a Lauren LaRosa. You can't compare your numbers to that. You have to compare your numbers to what you were getting before the Diddy trial. And if you do that comparison, you are getting more views than you were getting before you went to New York. Now, I'm not talking about your YSL views, right? Because YSL is completely different than Diddy. You actually had your camera on. Your boots on the ground was a little different. This time, you're more so getting the content almost like you're a tourist. Girl, you are from New York. Like, get it in the mud. Get it in the mud. When it's time to go to lunch, come outside and talk about what happened. What's in your notebook? But instead, you go live and do transcript readings, which is cool, right? But the people want that real-time juice, and you're not giving it to them. You're not giving it to them. You have to come outside during that lunch, and you have to give what's in your notebook. And then after it's over, what's in your notebook? Let us know what you took all of those notes. What's in your notebook? What happened? But you know, Sylvia, she has to find a way to be on the side of the person that's facing the damn charges. I don't care what it is. She has to make sure she's on the side of the people who are looking guilty but fighting you. You're innocent until proven guilty. So there's that, you know. Sorry, I had to take a sip of water. So then she was gossiping in the line today. She said somebody, they love attention and they're an attention seeker. And so people's like, well, girl, what's tea? Because who's an attention seeker? And she's like, I can't say but so much because everybody's in my mouth. So sometimes she'll go on mute or she won't say anything. So when they're like, well, who's the attention seeker? She was just like, I can't tell y'all because they're a subscriber. They subscribe to my channel. Then why even bring it up? So you're going to talk shit, but then you're not going to back it up? What's really tea? So then she was like, but I'll tell y'all in members. So you don't think this same person that subbed to your channel can't join your members to see if you're talking about them still? Like, it's just like little things like that. But when she was complaining about YouTube not putting her in the algorithm, she was like, and I need you guys' help. I don't know what she meant by that, but y'all can, y'all can determine what that meant. So somebody in the chat, and Dennis, baby, I'm not here shading you. I'm just telling you what I had witnessed today when I was over there being nosy. So someone in the chat said, well, where's Big Bird at? I said, well, who the hell is Big Bird? Don't you know she took the camera and zoomed in to Dennis? So she zoomed in on Dennis to confirm and she said Big Bird is here. I said, oh my God, on today. So after that, she's complaining and said that Turtleneck was taking her picture. So I'm just going to be honest with you. We already called Dennis Big Bird. So I was just like, well, who the hell is Turtleneck? The only thing I could assume is she was talking about Dana J now. I don't know these people's nicknames because, to be quite honest with you, although I'm nosy, I'm not at the same time, right? So I'm like, well, is she talking about Dana J? She probably shouldn't do that because, she can't be within so many feet of him. But no, she was talking about Dennis again. So she decides to turn the camera, so that she decided to move to show that Dennis was getting a picture of her. I don't know if he was or if he wasn't, but somebody in her chat called her out and said that, you're zooming in your camera, you're putting your camera on him, pretty much like you can't accuse anybody of anything if you're being messy as well. Well, baby, she didn't like that. No, she didn't. She told the people, y'all ain't gonna tell her how to feel or what to do, and you're no supporter if you're not gonna let her speak her mind. And I said, Lord Jesus, let me go live and talk to the people, but there's too much going on here. There was way too much just going on. And somebody had to call the popo. Somebody else was acting up out there. There's a lady outside screaming, calling the people a raccoon. Take off the R and the A. Yeah, it's a lot going on outside of that courthouse. Cross country cruiser. Hey, baby, how are you? There's just a lot going on. There really is. Prayers to cross country cruiser. She's on her way to the hospital for outpatient surgery for the members. If you see the black and white picture with the afro, those are actually prayer hands. Okay, so make sure we drop our prayer hands. I'm so sorry, y'all. That was my candy. Make sure we drop our prayer hands for cross country cruiser, that her outpatient surgery is going to be easy breezy. Okay. And for the members, like I said, there is a prayer hand emoji, which is the black and white picture of the doll with the afro. No. No, I don't know who she was talking to. She's a lady that's just outside, just cussing out all of the people. Ms. Rail 61, welcome on in, baby. Just peeking. Hello, 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 hello. April B, hey, baby, welcome on in. So, yeah, there's a lot going on. A lot going on, okay? And by now, I think they should all be seated and inside of the courthouse. It's a lot. It's so much. It is so much, and I can't keep up. Please hit the like button, sugars. I greatly appreciate that. I do. It helps us get into the algorithm. Yes, it does. Absolutely. So yeah, I think Sylvia is just not doing enough to get that content, and she's not giving any. When you're live, we need to hear say something. What's going on? You're just taking us on a tour. We don't give a damn about the tour. We don't care. We're here for the Diddy trial. So what's going on? And if there is some mess going on outside of the courtroom, God damn it, tell us about it. Tell us about the mess. Keep the people with their eyes on their screen watching you so you can get the views. So your algorithm is working in the best of your favor. You're not, you know what I mean? Come on now. You already know what to do. You know how to be boots on the ground. But you can't be comparing your numbers with anyone else. That's not how that works. And that's how a lot of people get angry and upset, and they start beefing with other content creators and other media because they're so focused on what everybody else is doing and what everybody else is getting. Okay. And that's the issue. And that works all over that. That's not just Sylvia. That's with anything. Everybody is so focused on what somebody else has. Focus on yourself. Doll, where you be looking at on so that's one channel. Let me go to my let me go to see who let me go here. If you want to hear and see a lot of background, now this is a personality that you have to be ready for, that I'm about to put in the chat, because he is very chatty. But people like it over there. That's another channel. Now, do not. He's usually not really, I think he's usually late to court. So you're not going to get too much of him outside of the courthouse until after court is over. So you're going to see him more so in some of the mess, depending on the day and what's going on. But Uda on the go, or Uda on go, he's going to pretty much, you'll get all the background and all the drama and all of the things going on. He's very good utilizing his phone and getting the content. He's very good at that. Of course, Dennis, sometimes you will hear some of the mess going on if you are on the live with Dennis, but Dennis is focused on getting his money shots. Uda on the go is a good one to watch, because he's pretty much like capturing most of the mess. And he's capturing most of the mess. I must say, Dana J was out there working his GoPro yesterday. So I have to give credit. I have to give credit to Dana J as well. And I'm going to put his name in the chat. He was good with his camera yesterday, and he did a lot of networking, and he also caught a lot of the mess. Now, Dana J caught Do Not, I'm sorry, and another lady that was going back and forth, and it got really ugly. Oh my God, it got so bad. And I don't know what they were fighting about or where this lady even came from, but they said some nasty things to one another. And I caught that on Dana J's live. So yeah, it's a lot, you guys. It's a lot. Baby, they in New York City. Okay, I see the time. Elle said, "Thank you for reminding me, baby." I see the time. So yeah, there's a lot going on. Let me see. So I don't see. Is Dana J live? Let me see if he's live. Yes, he is live. He's live. Like I said, Dana J is working his GoPro and his camera. He just caught Brian Steele going into the courtroom with his pink cup. Pretty much Dana J is next to Dennis right now. You know, Dennis, do you got a little limp? Is Dennis limp? What happened to Dennis? It looked like he was limping a little bit just now. But so yeah, Dana J is also getting good content outside as well. So y'all, it's just very messy. It's so messy. It's a little ghetto. It is. I'm not gonna hold you. But I like it. Miss Apple Pie, did I say hi? Hello. Ooh, now what is this? What is going on, honey? Am I trying to get a cold? What's tea? Hold on. I'm so sorry, y'all. Like, am I somebody trying to give me a germ? It is Southside Chi-Town, baby. It is fun outside of that courthouse. Oh, he's still limping since he fell in the snow. He better go to so did he not go to the doctor about that? Damn. That snow tore his ass up if he's still limping. He had that good coat on too when he fell. It was a good coat that he had on. Talk about the razor quickly. Oh, you guys can check out my most recent short. I was on the TikToks and Girl to Girls was on there talking about this new razor. It's for women, you know, for you to get into your nooks and crannies. And baby, with this recession, maybe you don't want to go down there and get your wax every month. Some of you might go every 3 weeks. You do need to make sure you got a little something for the people to wax. So most people go once a month unless you grow quick, down there. But the girlies, even the girlies who are used to getting waxed or sugar, they're bragging about this new, it's a woman's, what is it called? Hair clippers or razor, whatever you want to call it. And it has the razor on the top and then whatever that thing is on the bottom that's flat, that'll really like make the hair really make you bald. You know what I mean? Make you real bald like a baby's ass. And what sold me on the razor is Lala Milan, I believe is her name. She's a viral sensation, popular influencer. I believe she's in movies and stuff now. Well, baby, she decided to tell us how smooth it gets the kitty cat. And she does something on her video, like, and all I hear is this. And that doesn't even sound, yes, a woman's electric razor. Hold on, let me do it better. Give me a second. This is what I heard. Let me moisturize this hand. This is what I heard. Now, everybody is different with how they maintain their lawn as a female, as a woman, right? You know that there is a difference between I just shaved my cat. I just shaved my cat and I just had my cat waxed. There's a complete difference. I don't care how bald you get your kitty cat with that razor. Now, I don't know about you Nair girls and whoever can Nair down there. What are you? Baby, what tribe do you belong to? What you mean you put Nair down? Baby, I can't put Nair on my knuckles. I will break out. But that sounds like it hurts. No, that's supposed to be a bald cat. The Honorable Leg Jewelry. That's a bald cat, not my cat. That's my hand. But that is the sound Lala made on her kitty cat. And I said, oh, that sounds like that's a wax cat. Because I know the difference because I used to get waxed and sugared. So I said, oh, that sounds like that type of, there's a difference. Now, like I said, some of y'all can put that perm on y'all kitty cat and get rid of y'all hair. Okay. Baby, I can't put it on my knuckle. I can't even do, when the last time I got my legs waxed, I broke out so bad. My skin is so sensitive right now. I'm a wreck. So the last time I got waxed and I got my legs, my full leg, I got a full leg wax, my whole leg just broke out. So I'm like, I'm just done. I'm not playing with wax anymore. But yes, y'all could check out my short or whatever. I did use the razor yesterday, the bottom part of it. I didn't use it for my kitty cat yet. But I used it for my chin hairs. Yes, I got chin hairs. I ain't got to explain myself to y'all. I said I got chin hairs. And I did my mustache. I just let me go. I'm sure something's on the mustache. Let me just go on and get it off. And sometimes them chin hairs will come back by 12 midnight. You know how Cinderella, they told her, bitch, you need to be home by midnight. That's how these chin hairs be, especially with this perimenopause. But I'm not even going to get into it because I'm going to stress myself out when it comes to talking about these chin hairs. But yeah. Well, doll, when you start using it on your cat, are you still going to use it on your face? What business of that is that y'all business? None. She was patting her tussie on camera. She didn't put the tussie on camera, but she did pat it. She did pat it, baby. She did. Hey, and she sold it. She got my sale. She got my commission. She got commission from me. Well, doll, once you use it on your kitty cat, are you going to use it still to get your chin hairs? What? Girl, if y'all don't leave me alone. Or are you going to buy a separate one to get your chin hairs? Maybe, maybe not. maybe not. Huh? You don't leave me alone, baby. Take an alcohol wipe and sat on down somewhere. Get two different. Listen, I'm gonna do what I feel like doing. Else I might and I might not. I might and I might not. I might and I might not. Okay. See, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. You should have two different ones. But you never know with me. So, I might forget. Oh, shit, I just used this on my cat. You just never know. But to be quite honest with you, I am always in the mirror when I'm getting ready. And I have my, just my regular facial razors anyway. So I probably will not cross-contaminate. But this is my cat and this is my chin. So if I want to cross-contaminate and use, you know what I mean? This is mine. My cat it's going to be clean. This too much. Yeah. Well, the Honorable Lake George, this is a dollhouse. We say anything. It's mine. Tanya B, hey baby, welcome on in. If I missed you, Miss Man About Music, did I say hello? Sassy Sue, what's your question? Sugar, welcome on in. Hey Kimmy, who said mustache hairs are the worst. Husband always swears he doesn't see them. Liar. I think sometimes these men that are in our home, they just don't, are they not paying attention? I don't know. Maybe they don't want to hurt our feelings, like this one in my house, he act like he don't see when I gain weight. He don't care when 1 minute I'm good. The next minute I'm not. He don't give a damn. He does not care. I thought there was glazed donut sugar on my lips and it was ain't nothing wrong with a little mustache. And for the dog, you is not kissing me, so I don't care. But see, here's the thing. Now, y'all don't want me to get too reckless on it. It's only 8:17 a.m. This is the unfiltered dog. My mouth now. Okay. Titanium, I am. Hey, baby, how you doing? Don't be like Slanya using her wash rag to clean her teeth. I have my shower regimen. Matter of fact, I can probably get on the 304 TikTok and teach some things. My shower regimen is insane. I'll be in there for a long time. My shower regimen is top tier. It is. I just like it in there anyway. I feel like in the shower, you can cry and you wipe your makeup, you get your makeup off of your face, and then you can cry, you can cut your hair, you shave, you exfoliate, you do so much in that bathroom. You pray. you know, and then after you get done praying, you forgot you didn't pray. And you be like, you know what? Such as a Susan at work got me effed up. Who she thought she was talking to today? You know, so many thoughts happen down there in the shower. It does. The product is on TikTok, actually, Miss Mad About Music, but I have it on my most recent shorts video. So if you look at the video, I believe on the box, if you type what's on the box into TikTok, it should come up. It should come up for sure. Oh, wait. So somebody had a question. Let me see here. Let me see if she asked her question, because I probably didn't. I damn missed it, I bet. Damn it. I got a lot of nose hair as well, the honorable leg jewelry. I don't like that. Shirley's divorced finally. Hey, baby, how are you? Damn it. There was a question. Somebody said she had a question. Was it Sassy Sue? Oh, yeah. Sassy Sue said she had a question. And did she follow up and come back here and ask the question? Let me see. I'm trying to. Oh, the 304s clean your teeth with a wash rag. I've heard of wash rag. I heard of people using a rag to clean their teeth. I have heard of that. I always assume, just like you have a separate rag for your face and a different one for your body, I just assume that you do a different rag for the teeth. But there is a such, like they do. I have heard of people using a wash rag for their teeth. I have heard of that, but I didn't assume that you wash your cracks and crevices and you go on ahead. And here's the thing, and this is going to sound insane. I don't even think, and if you do this, that's your business, baby. Don't even think I'm this is just what I prefer. I don't even think we should be cleansing our kitty cat and our booties with the same rag. That's just me personally, right? But everybody's different. Okay, everybody is different. I am a wipes. I don't care where I'm at. I'm going to always have my wipes. But I've really gotten into the disposable cotton towelettes. That's my jam. I've gotten into that heavy. Okay, I've gotten into that heavy, and I've been ordering from China for so long. I have things that are disposable for a very cheap price that just happen to be in my possession. Okay. So everybody's different. My friends always laugh at me for having 3 soaps and 3 different towels. We ain't friends no more. Everyone's different. Okay. Everyone is different. TD Will, hey baby, how are you? How are you, baby? What's the purpose for the clean shaved? Oh, for me, I've never liked it. I'm gonna be honest with you, Sassy Sue. I have been removing the hair from down there since I was a teenager. And it's probably because I'm hairy. I have hairy arms. I have hairy, if I don't shave my legs, I'm hairy like a man almost. I don't know. I think that when I was standing in the line, when my mom was pregnant and everything was happening and she was having unprotected relations, I believe I was meant to be a boy. You know what I'm saying? I'm very hairy, sideburns, back. I'm hairy like a monkey. All right. And so I just was always self-conscious about body hair. So I just would take it off. So I've been taking it off since I was a teenager. But if you want, now that was the safe answer. But if you want the real answer, now, when it comes to having a clean shave, Sassy Sue, the clean shave kitty cat, and when you doing things you ain't got no business doing, it's a different type of sensation, is all I'll say. All right. When That cat is bald. Welcome to the 92 people. Welcome to the Unfiltered Doll, where I'm going to get into the things, okay? Welcome, my belle. Did we have a gifted membership? I didn't see. Did we? I hope I didn't forget to say thank you to somebody for gifting a membership. I do apologize. I'm going to get on that. Now, some people will say hair holds stink, and that could be true. It just depends on who you are, right? But I told you my reasons for getting it up off of me. But if you want to know, now, baby, ain't nothing like a waxed. When you get that Brazilian wax, the sensation, all right, you barely can make it home. I'm just saying, maybe that's my experience, okay? I'm not trying to tell y'all all my business, but when it's smooth, a Brazilian wax, or when it's feeling like a Brazilian wax, and you go down and you do something a little strange for a piece of change, or if somebody decides to treat you, you know what I mean when I say treat, right? If they decide to treat you, take off the T as in Tom and the R as in run, and what you got left, eat. If somebody decides to treat you and it ain't nothing down there to get in the way, it's just a different situation. Yes, it is. My mom said when I was born, she was scared when she first saw me because I was covered in hair. Oh, okay, my belle. My belle is thanking whomever gifted her with a membership. Shay B, welcome on in, baby. How are you? The honorable leg jury said I shave and wax because I'm nasty. Rockabye, baby. Hey, how you doing? Titanium I Am said I stopped having unprotected relations before C19 happened. Oh, baby, it don't even if it is protected, unprotected, there's still a difference, honey. We're talking about body heat and temperature and sensation. It ain't got nothing to do with if it's covered or uncovered. Okay, no, it ain't got nothing to do with that. It's all about the sensation. Fussbox, how you doing? The woman he chose says hair holds moisture in certain places that causes odor. Just keep it shaved and clean. Okay. You know, the people gonna come in here and get you, the woman he chose. You bitches just need to take a shower. That's what they gonna say. I'm not calling you out your name, but that's how the people be down in the comments when it comes to this topic of having a bush. Some people like puffy panties. Who am I to tell somebody they can't have a bush? They say the bush is coming back in style. To each its own. To each his own. Now, with perimenopause, I'm gonna be honest with you. With these hot flashes and carrying on, baby, I don't even want to find out what will happen, you know, with hair in tight closed areas and conditions. I don't know. You know, I'm a clean woman, but that doesn't mean I don't sweat. That doesn't mean that, you know what I mean, that I'm not going to catch a fade if I have too many hot flashes at one time. You get what I'm saying? So I wouldn't know because I just try to make sure I get rid of it. Sassy Susie, that's why I love it up here. I ain't going to sugarcoat nothing. I'm not going to sugarcoat much. Duxie Dexter, how you doing? No, I will not. I'm not going to sugarcoat it at all. You know, eat up if it's beer. Not you saying the chickens are huge and rude. I should have eggs by late August. I'm scared to do a wax and shaving sucks. I will tell you this, my belle. One thing about waxing, it does happen quickly. I'm not going to sit here and say it doesn't hurt. I would be lying to you because it does. It does hurt. But you almost get used to it. The worst part of the waxing, if you ask me, is inside of the lip area. That is a terrible time inside of the lips. But once you start going often, if you keep up with your appointments, then the pain does lessen. Okay, it's not as crazy, but that first wax, it's not the best time at all, but you get used to it. Sugaring, in my opinion, is not as painful as as wax. It's not as painful. There's still a little pain, but not as painful. The painless type of waxing all of y'all might not understand, but when they tell you to turn around. Now, if you got little fine hairs in your region where you sit down at, and they tell you, listen, waxing is very invasive. Now, some of the technicians will tell you to turn around, get on your stomach and get on your knees. And they will say, almost like a doggy style position. I'm telling you what happens down there on the wax table. Don't be alarmed. That is the only part that doesn't really hurt. Like, it's pain free, to be quite honest with you. But everything else is crazy. But just listen to what I told you had to do. You want me to do what? Get on my knees and do what? Oh, is that part of the service? Well, shit, I'm paying for it. I'll do so. So I don't know. Miss Fine One, hey, baby, how you doing? I got pregnant on Depo. Relations are Oh, well, when I turn 65, I don't know. I might get me a bush. I'm not sure. I have stopped many things I used to do. I don't blame you, Titanium. I am like at 65, I might decide to, rock a bush. I will probably still be fast. Now, I'm not going to stop. I'm not going to stop having No, I'm not. 65 is just a number, but I might have me a bush. I don't know. I have to think about it, Titanium. I am. Who wears panties? Because me, sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. It just depends on, it depends, the honorable leg jury. Baby, that's just my opinion. No. The woman he chose, I was talking about the Instagram and the TikTok comments. When it comes to the subject of hair being on the cat versus us who don't like hair on the cat, the people go in the comments about that. Y'all, they tell people they need to take a bath. That's because you're filthy. Your pH balance is off. Like, they go in when it comes to, and it's probably women who have a bush. And it's just like, okay, nobody said you was stinking, So no, I hope you didn't take that personal, baby. Don't husband, they're saying that the 1970 is back. The 70s are back in style. Sassy Experience, hey baby, how are you? Welcome on in. Honorable said, take a shot of tequila and you'll be fine. It's the hind parts for me. Ms. Veronica, welcome on in for Always Forever for Life. Hello. Having a bush stops relations. No, it doesn't. It doesn't. But when you don't have a bush, the relations hit a little different, is what I was trying to explain. It's a different type of temptation and sensation. It's a different type of thrusting and lusting. Yes, it is. The 10th good player said that I'm a snappy nappy duck. Out kind of go. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Ain't nothing wrong with that, baby. I've never been one to have acne. Sure don't want it down there. You definitely listen. You definitely don't want to use no what's that called? The handheld razor, because that's when it can start happening. Yeah, that's when it can start happening. But y'all, I have to go. It is 8:30, and that's when I actually log in for work. I was supposed to get off of here at 8 o'clock. I'm glad we can just, come in here and talk and kick it real quick. We don't have to always talk about Brother Nesto and Sonia and them. We did talk about Sylvia and them today. We did. I had to because I've been talking about it over there in members. But the honorable lady, the honorable leg jewelry said having relations with yourselves keeps you safe from having kids. Oh, you're not. Oh, so you're not about that life sassy experience. You couldn't handle it. You walked out of there with a half and half. Hey, Mimi, baby, welcome on in. How did we get here? Well, usually this is what we do in members. Sometimes we just go there and take it too far, but I did it out in the open. One thing about this is the unfiltered doll, baby. I'm going to say it and talk about it because people act embarrassed about talking about certain things. There's nothing to be embarrassed about. All right. So I'm in the middle of, I just pulled up all of my text messages. So on my lunch, I do have to do a pre-recorded video for the messages. The doll takes it far in members. I've been behaving over there. In members. And that we can't bring any, I told y'all she ain't had no roaches. But we're not at her house. We're just outside with her. I'm glad you're comfortable here. And that's what I want. Building this community, I want everybody to be comfortable. I want us to listen and not judge. I mean, you can listen and judge, but like keep it to yourself when we get into the things over there in members. You know, here's the thing. You're safe with me. Of course, I have no control about the people in the chat with you. They may judge you, but you're safe with me. But the people in the chat, they might judge you. You know, that's, welcome to living, that's part of being a human. Okay. Everybody's not going to understand. All right. So like Ms. Lorraine said, everybody have a blessed day on purpose. I'm out of here. I got to go. I'm glad I was able to spend some time with you all. Okay. And let us shout out our birthday people. Was that audio just messing up for you guys? Tabasco would never judge me. Jackson Tabasco's probably not even here anymore. She won't judge me. Hey Jane, how are you? Was that audio messing up for the birthday song? Let me know. Let me try it again.
Are you listening? Damn. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm trying to tell y'all, don't worry about what people say about you. They're going to try to belittle you. They're going to try to cellulize your name. They're going to try to sabotage you. They're going to just try to do anything they're trying to do to destroy you.
Oh! Shout out to everybody. I had fun.
I got to be good.
Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the Unfiltered Doll Reactions.
Alright, Slay.
I wish you worked the phone.
Yeah. Please tell me that I can't, that I won't, that I fail, that I'll never make it out, yeah. Please tell me all the bad, never good, fill my head full of every single doubt, yeah. Please say any negative thoughts, I pop off when I hear people say I cannot. I get off to the thought of proving everyone wrong, I won't stop to the top, so you better back off and get lost. I'ma stay loud, stay proud, never running out, never heading south, I'll be spreading out, call it word of mouth.